Hey guys, Devri here. So today I'm going to be working on a cake for the one and only Carly Styles. Her son Cooper is having a birthday party, and so we are going to be working on a vanilla cake with raspberry filling Pokemon. So I already have my batter made up. Everybody knows how to make a vanilla cake. Some of the other tips I wanted to share with you though are how to construct a cake properly. I know this is one of the biggest problems people face when trying to make a really nice looking cake. Well, the construction actually starts from the batter in the very beginning. So first off, we're going to take our pans and go ahead and grease and flour them. So just make sure you get the grease, the shortening, all in the edges really good and up as high as you can. Just wrap it all the way around and get into that crease in the corner there really good. So then what I'm going to do is take some flour. This helps it to not get stuck in the cake. And we're just going to flour this pan. The flour will actually stick to that shortening, making it easier to release once the cake is cooled. This is one trick that I think a lot of people skip, and it makes it kind of difficult and hard to get your cake out once it's cooled, and it can fall apart and just not be fun at all. So we're just going to go ahead and flour these cakes, pans, and they're all ready. Now, we're going to take our cake batter, our vanilla cake batter, and just fill them up into our pans here. This is the fun part, because you can really start to get excited about the cake that you're making. And this one I think is going to be really fun. I had the privilege of making a cake for Cooper last year for his birthday, and it was just a lot of fun. And he loved it. We did a little chocolate Minecraft sword. So this year it's a little different. The styles are changing, growing up. So that's awesome. Okay, so we've got our batter all in there. Now, what we're going to do to ensure that we don't get really big air bubbles is you just kind of tap the cake and the pan on the counter. There we go. Now, here's where one of the tricks comes in. One of the biggest problems people face is that the cake, when it actually cooks, it bubbles up really nice and big, and then when you stack more than one layer on, it continues that nice big bubble, making a rounded top cake. If you want something that is nice and pristine and crisp across the top, one of the tricks to do is take some rags, take a towel, just an old towel you don't care about, tear it up into nice big long strips, like I have here. And what we're actually going to do is get them wet and then wrap it around the pan. This ensures that the cake will cook evenly across the top and be a lot flatter as well. So we're going to go ahead and get these wet. So we've gotten the towels wet, and now we're just going to take them and actually just wrap them around the outside edge. And just tie them off, or you can safety pin them. I just tie them. That's my preference. So just go ahead and wrap them around. And then just tuck in the extra edges wherever you have extra edges. Now, we are going to put them in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes, and then we'll check them. One thing, don't rush your cakes. If they need more time, let them have more time. Always set your timer for less time than the recipe actually calls for. That way you can ensure that you don't accidentally burn your cake. So my cakes are cooled and cooked, and now one of the other big secrets that I really like to do with my cakes is freeze them. So we're just going to take our cakes and we are just going to wrap them up into some saran wrap. And when they are all done, being all wrapped up, we're going to throw them in the freezer and let them freeze completely. This way we'll be able to work with the cake without letting the frosting make crumbs all over and show through the frosting. So just wrap your cakes, throw them in the freezer.